Hey guys. Oh, alrighty. No, I'm about to make my Melaboroko Sheletresi Ketenamoroko Shetrakata. Um, hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? About to do this. I go over there get my coffee. Let me do these lives right quick for Instagram. And I'm not on don't do live on Instagram this month, but of course I'll be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram mix month. Right now it's just on YouTube. So let me quickly make a as I always do, and I join you in. I think I'm gonna drop my hair this morning because y'all, when y'all hear this recap of last night, it is on. Oh my goodness. Oh. So but let me go ahead and enjoy do this real quick. Ay, shikata. Whew. Yeah. So I think that's it. So um hey guys, it's Alwonza here, and it is 9 a.m. Coffee with Alwonza. Head on over to YouTube at Alwonza because today I'm doing a weekend recap. Car was stolen from Turo. I went and got it back. So definitely tune in to hear that story, but and more from my Who Knows podcast. So love you guys. And I'll see you over there on YouTube at Alwonza, Coffee with Alwonza. Tune in. Bye. Uruku shelata. And do. So Oroku shelata. Yela foboroko shelatra siketela foboroko shelata. Arata. Amoro foboretre sikete. Muku shela fabaratra siketela toro foboroko shelata. Anana shikata. Alwonza. All right. So I got that thing. And what did I do? Did I also do that for Facebook? Let me copy this, select all, and copy for spring. Let me head on over to Molotoro Kusheladre de Sikete. Ifala Baraka Teledre. It is say Arato Shelata Lisikete La Taradra. I'm telling you, like, looks like I'm just gonna have to go live again. Um, and say the same little blurb, right? But hi guys, it's Coach A here. I'm going live on my YouTube channel, Coffee with Me. Hey, Coffee with Alwonza today on my YouTube channel at Alwonza. I'm doing a weekend recap and explaining what went on with my stolen car. Oh my goodness. So tune in and also tune in to hear about the new book that I created this weekend. So not only was my car stolen, but I was still being making progress. So love you guys and see you over there in the next hour, 9 to 10. Out. And now share, paste what I just wrote over there, change the cover. Done. Share. Isn't YouTube amazing? So let us get over here. This is something. And my coffee just finished, so I need to go over there and get it. But how are you guys doing? Tune in on that phone. Y'all, the way my throat has been going, I want to show you some things. So I'm gonna grab my coffee, and I'm gonna grab my coffee and grab my iPad. Elamurukushalata. I don't want that. Um, I don't know why these have to be so different, but they are. All right. Do 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 do. Isha, 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 Isha. This is definitely right in my face this morning. This light right here, guys. That thing right there. So, oh, all right. So let me appear to have enough light. And that should be it. Let me grab the iPad as well as yeah. All right. And my iPad right here for when we get to that portion. But let us go ahead and get started. I am going to tune in. It's like I had a workout what I went through. And so you guys know that I have a car. I have several cars. My business, running a car business through Turo platform, right? And and so with that being said, someone decided to keep one of my cars. And you talking about a big no-no? That was an ultimate no-no. Ultimate no-no. Um, do 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 do. It is so many steps. You know what? So many steps. That was come over here and paste it on Facebook. On YouTube. Weekend recap and recovered my stolen car. Hmm. That is that. That is uploading, finishing up. That is there. All right. I have so much editing to do. That is posted. And let me get over here to YouTube, cut the volume down, go live and live. But Yinamoroku shilata. Foboroku shilata. Orodoroku shilate siketanamo. I'm going to put in the chat here the website as always. Good news to everyone this morning. Good news to you. And alwanza.org for merchandise. And coachalwanza.org for services. All right. See, during this time, I would generally be engaging with you guys doing these things, but these first 10 minutes, this is what I have been doing in the morning. Moves to you. So I'm gonna see if it's gonna put everything on there. See. So I'm gonna see if it's gonna. Yep. So that is there. Do 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 do. And I'm on YouTube. And alrighty. So I'm gonna pull up my iPad here. Put it over here. Oh my goodness, guys. My voice and my face still look like I just rolled over, and the way I am feeling here is something, because I'm telling you, it feels like I did a true, oh my goodness. My iPad is needs some life. And I didn't charge it because I literally thought it's like I haven't used it in a couple of days. Or last time I used it, I don't think it was that close to dead, but clearly I've been prioritizing other things. Coffee with Alwonza. So I'm gonna use this other chair, prop my feet up, and I wonder I can, because I can do all things, and I can turn this camera towards me, and it won't look like I'm so much as uh, uh, there we go. And I won't look like I'm so much looking sideways at you guys, right? So that being said, let me drop this. All right, all right, all right, and all right. So things have been going good for me with my car business, as I said earlier, but um, I had someone who decided to keep the car over the weekend. It wasn't the best. It wasn't ideal um, for her or me and my business, right? That light. Oh. So um yeah. Buruku shela fabarata la drata da shilete sikete. Um I guess I'm just gonna move this keyboard and face you guys, because this light has really taken its toll on me this morning. This light. Oh, good googly. Good googly. That's a warmer tone. He is. Oh, oh, not today. And then this Does that work, you guys? That just looks so dark now, right? I guess I'm gonna have to do with the lights today. But nonetheless, nonetheless, today is the 18th, 19th of June. And I went and grabbed my watch because I like those notifications when someone signs up for a service as well as pays, or it's my business. I want to get the information concerning it with the emails and stuff like that. So I don't want to neglect that area while I'm doing something else, even though I'm a believer that multitasking does pull away. It doesn't give you your full attention to each and every single um, thing. So let me mm, 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 mm. So recap for this weekend. It was something. Be careful to be careful to the things that we hear, to the be careful to the things that you hear. Be careful to what is happening around you, the voices that are entering your ear gates, simply because words are powerful. Your words are powerful, and so are the words of others. They are tremendously powerful. They are sent out on a mission, and that is exactly what they are going to do: complete that mission, right? So that said, it matters who you listen to. It matters who you listen to, in a sense that whatever is being said is going to be accomplished. So when you hear something, you have to debunk it and tear it down. And that's what I talked about last week, wasn't it? When I was like, I did not debunk the things or tear down that extra voice in my life, right? Where I was allowing someone to speak into my life in certain areas, but I was not but when it came to other areas of my life, no, I didn't want to give you access. So you don't have that power and authority in that area, because I'm not giving that to you. So there are many rooms in us. There are many mansions, which means many rooms on the inside of us. So that means I compartmentalize what and where you can speak unto me into my life, that I'll receive it. And it's not that I can't retain financial information from someone who is not there yet or themselves are struggling. No, they might be struggling because they make a lot of money, but they actually gamble their money away, right? So they might tell you how to make money, right? But just because they don't have a lot of money does not mean that the money isn't coming. Money is truly coming. I have clients who actually have plenty of money, but the money is always being claimed by someone else. Why? Because on my book that talks about what God says about multiple streams of income, someone is always after your money. Someone and something has already spoken for your money, via it is the fast food restaurants, the grocery stores, your bills, your responsibilities. Someone has already vouched for your money when you get it. There's a service in place, and here it is. This is exactly what I'm saying. At the back of my book, at the back of the book of multiple streams of income, it says someone is always after your money. That someone is fast food, clothing, car repairs, family members, housing, debt, desires, necessity, and then you fill in the blank with etc. Right, etc. So something or someone is always after your money, which is something that we have to be after our money. We need to become more intentional about being after our money. So let me see. It held the comment from my other channel, so I guess they were coming too fast and it held it. I don't They didn't show up, and I guess that's something that I have there in place. But I just added the websites in there. And Coach Alwonza is the website for services, and then Alwonza is the site for the merchandise. So I'm still building it up and I'm working on my blogs. But the fact that I do have the sites and they are active. So um yeah, so we have to be just as intentional about our money as other services and people are, as other entities and forces are. It does not matter whether you believe it or not. If you sit down and account all of your finances and what you do with them, and now it's so easy with banking, it's so easy with so many money apps out there that actually pull out fast food restaurants, shopping, they pay bills, reoccurring payments, or scheduled payments that you have. They actually have those things set up now, so it's so easy. You don't have to do it manually by hand. They just pull out those expenses and they itemize them for you, put them together. So it's so simple. And with that being said, that those items, those places, those services, those things that you are purchasing is out for your money. You get paid every first and the 15th. Then guess what? You're gonna realize that your favorite stores are actually going to be what? Having a sale. It's designed just for you. If you don't believe it, then believe it. Start believing it now. Sales are designed strictly for you and no one else. Their target audience is you and you alone. And with that being said, they target you. And now, where uh, people thought or did not think or did not even know or perceive or understand that these markets are truly designed to get your money. And that's exactly what business is. It's just an exchange of products or services. There is something that money is being the value of that exchange for. Right, excuse me. So um you, with that being said, as I always say, with that being said, be intentional about your money as other people are intentional about your money. Like, literally, it works that way, right? So if you didn't know that that sale was targeted specifically for you, it was. If you did not know that ad or that marketing event was for you, it was. Because now we see that AI is real, right? And we be like, okay, yeah, now we know that there are voices out there and or our devices are recording us. That's how we realize we can actually see it now happening, but it manifested in the spirit first. As we know, there are many voices, right? And none without significance, right? So now, because people are now believing of in this, it doesn't really, believe in the spirit realm, but now they're believing what spirit realm seers or people who could hear in the spirit realm or see or know what's happening in the spirit realm, the mysteries that are there. Now people can actually see it because it's manifesting and they're calling it AI. We are now seeing how we can just think something and it shows up on our timeline when we scroll on social media. We see how we can go and create something on our computer, never speak it, just think it, put the words together, and then all of a sudden your feed is just full of that thought and that idea of people. Guess what they're doing? Selling. People who are selling things to you, saying, put your email here, we'll send you this free document. And they get your email and they send you other things. You log in, I mean, you sign up for it. It's not spam, and it's not that they are stealing your information. No, these are lead generations. They get your email, they start sending you, or you go and drop your email off to get that free document, and then you go on to be upsold. And so it is something that I learned when I was 17 years old, working at McDonald's, my first job. And we always had to upsell. You came for, back then, a number 3 quarter pounder with cheese meal was $2.99, so $3.17. And we always wanted to upsell you a dessert, upsell you a different drink, upsell you another combo, another burger. We had to upsell you something. Would you like a large fry? It was medium combo, so we would upsell to the larger sizes, right? We would upsell for a suggestive ice cream cone or sundae, right? So those are things with upsells. And not only do businesses thrive off that, but guess what? It's also upselling in the department stores. You go in and they have all the regular price items up front and they have the big clearance in the back, but you have to walk through all of the regular priced items, get to the clearance. And what did they do? They drew you in right? And then when you get to the back, you might make your purchase from the clearance, right? That was their upsell, although it looks like it is less or however, or you came there and you were like, hey, I'm just going to shop from the clearance rack. That's who I am. That's what I do. And when you do, you have to walk through the regular priced items to get to the clearance rack items, and you see those things. Or now you have at the registers all of these little nook and crannies with different little objects in them, and some are for sweeters who are caters to those who like to buy last minute sweets at the register, last minute knickknacks, last minute um little iPhone chargers or digital gadget things, either holders, um plugs, outlets. It doesn't matter. Those things are then in pieces to the children, their level, the colors, the stuffed animals, the little toys, the little bite size, what would often be, I guess, considered dollar store value or clearance items. They're there now at the register as last minute opt-in options, right? And that is the same thing that has been being done digitally. So when you go and put your email somewhere, it is gathered, it is obtained, and then you get the free product, and then we get your email, and then we send you the other we send you out emails to promote our larger ticket items, our bigger ticket items, or our next event, or what is happening, to get you to our website, to get you to our products, to get you to our services. So it is a business module, and it's always been already tangible, manifested through department stores and stuff like that. But now in the digital era, it's the same way. Last minute opt-ins, catch your eye with a freebie or something, a nice flyer, get you going. You click on it, and it's something being promoted. So someone is always after your money, right? So be mindful of that. Even YouTube is after your money. Why? YouTube is after your money because they simply say what? You get enough views and enough likes, views, or however enough subscribers, then we will monetize you. So therefore, we're not telling you, hey, specifically, the more you post, we'll pay you for it. No, they want you to use who you are, everything in you, your character, your gifts in you on their platform, and they will pay you for it. So you're like, hey, this is good. Another stream of income. Great. You do all the work. YouTube does nothing. It is a nice, well-oiled system. They don't do anything, but you do everything, and you draw in the people, but the people are watching it on the YouTube platform. So YouTube is getting paid for everyone. They're posting their ads, right? And those who don't have premium services, or if you are a premium, if someone is premium who watches your channel, right, you just get a flat fee, or you get something for that premium, or but they don't get the ads, which YouTube wants the ads, right, to post on YouTube, so YouTube can get money, because the ads that want to be posted on YouTube, you have to pay YouTube to have them posted on their platform, just like any other business, right? So YouTube is actually a nice business model. It can be copied, as there's nothing new under the sun. So follow it. Create something that runs itself. You don't have to, they do all the work, and you receive the simple benefits, like the people on Instagram who create these great followings, or these influencers, or maybe not, but they create these great followings, and they say, hey, pay me and I will promote your product, your post, through to my millions of followers. And it is a business. They have done all the work up front, just like YouTube. Created the platform, put everything up front, put out the rules in place, put the systems in place. Just like on Instagram, they put everything in place. They did all the hard work, got the following, and now they're saying, hey, pay me and I'll put you before my following, and you'll get 200, 300 out of what? Every so many tens of thousands, right? So it is a well-oiled engine, and it is something that is behind the scenes understood. For every no, there, for what they say, generally for every 10 no's, you get a yes, right? So for every time there are 200 thousand followers see your post on their page, then you might get what out of 200,000, 2,000, 5,000, who knows, new likes, subscribers, or followers, or something like that. But it's an algorithm in place and it works. It's just the way it works. And faith without works is dead. And we know that the more you do and apply yourself the way the law is, it just will attract what you're looking for and need it. It will bring it to you because it's starting to see value. Money comes to test your value. Money comes to see exactly who you are, right? Money comes to see your worth. And like lotto winners, you can have a poor mindset and poor money management. And then guess what? The moment you get a lump sum of money via your taxes, it's gone. Via your lottery, it's gone. A gift, it's gone. A big paycheck, it's gone. Bonuses, it's gone. Why? Because you have the same principles, but you still haven't changed those principles, whether right or wrong, unto something that is going to return to you, or you're not investing in yourself. You have a consumer mindset and you give it all away, right? So just be mindful of the words that you speak because they are powerful. Mindful of the words that you hear because someone else is speaking them and they are powerful, right? It doesn't matter who you listen to, just maintain and compartmentalize if it's right for you. If it's contrary to your beliefs, don't receive it. Shut that door and don't let it in. If it is, like, you can listen to somebody and be in tune, but you don't have to be receiving it into your spirit, because their words, what if something is weighted with their words and you don't have discernment to discern what they actually, what their behind agenda is, right? So, um, yeah, definitely know that someone is after your money. And with that knowledge, be mindful of where it's going, right? Is this someone you actually want to do it? Are you getting a return on your investment? Is anything coming back to you, right? So, with that being said, let us dive into, as you probably don't know, but I do have my master's back here that I have just obtained, and I am so excited. The 29th of January 2023, and I do have the framed one over there. This is the printed out copy that I have always laying around. It's like, oh, won't you put it on a whatever? I don't know, but I like it sitting right there at this workspace. And all I do is just move it here and move it to this side. But I always keep my eyes on it and not on a wall where it becomes a stagnant object where I'm just like, oh, I know something's supposed to be there. I know something is there, and I just keep walking past it and I don't give it the attention that it needs. With it being here printed out, I can touch it, feel it, move it, be reminded of it, and things like that. So I'm excited about having that laying right there. So this weekend, yes, I was productive, very, very productive. I wrote, let me see, um I think it's four. One, two, three. So I have created, look at there. I have, well, this is Canva, of course, because I'm a digital creator and I love Canva and I do everything in Canva and I teach my clients Canva. So I have one. They are actually numbered. So what are you doing over there, mouse? There we are. So yes, four. One. Okay, yeah. One, two, three, four. I just created four individual planners. To launch a course in 2 months. Then I put them all into one, which is a fifth one, created all into one where I can sell it all as a bundle, a group, right? So that is what I created this weekend. I'm so excited about that. That will be up on the site this week. I have not placed it onto the site yet. I have to do its write up. So, although the creation phase is already done for one, two, three, four, as well as bringing them together as a bundle, I have that all established. But now I have to write the individual write ups. And so I'm looking to put that on the website over at coachalwonza.org within the next, let me show you here, within the next couple of days. So this is the what it looks like. Actually, I think I already, let me see if it went, because I downloaded it to my there we are, because I was showing my other coach for project management. If you don't know, I am a project manager as well. So this is what I just created. And that is it's the all-in-one launch your course in 2 months course launch planner. Organize a successful launch, challenge, or training sessions and attract your first group members. By Coach Alwonza. So that is what I did over this weekend. So I was able to produce and be productive and create something from nothing in less than 24 hours. I sat down, got it done, focused, and guess what? I did it just couple of hours at night, guys. That's it. I did it a couple of hours at night because I was so tired and exhausted during the day that I was really unproductive during the day. But then the wind hit me and I was trying to relax and I sat down on the sofa and I was like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to put my feet up and I'm just going to drink my tea and I'm going to relax. And, my other business partner, I was talking to him and he was just like, you need to stop because you're tired because your mind is always going. Don't watch anything because even in downtime I watch things to enhance my businesses, right? I go to YouTube University and I learn, right? And read blogs and look at social media posts just towards my goals, like who is doing the things that I'm doing. And for my coaching side, I look at other coaches, I look at what they're doing, what they've implemented, what they've put together, how their branding looks, what's moving forward, is it working for them now. I look for their results, so I look for that on their post page, I look for that on their YouTube and their websites. I go to their website, so I do my research, right, even in my downtime. So he was telling me, like, look, you just need to chill, calm down, don't do anything. Watch something that your brain doesn't have to do anything from. That's just like a stupid TV show, right? Well, what is this TV show going to bring to me? So not really adamant on watching I'll do I'm not saying I'm not adamant like I don't watch TV. Yes, I do watch TV. And I watch things that will not capture my ongoing attention, that I have to continuously just sit there and watch, like do. Time is going by and I'm sitting there like, I could be doing this, I can be editing this, I can be creating this, I can be putting this out, I can be sending out an email, I can be creating another, a lead page or something. So as I sit there doing it, so I will watch something, I will put a series on and let it just run in the background so that I don't have to look at it, I don't have to really listen, I don't have to follow along. I just and I can just do things and I monitor my time. Okay, by the time this 2 hour show goes off, or I watch six, or I play these 6 episodes for this series, that's 6 hours. What have I accomplished? What have I done? And sometimes I do YouTube just to relax. I'll watch those people in Alaska, off gridders. I love off gridders. So I'll watch them. I'll just listen to them as they manually work and labor to do what they love. That's what they love. And that passion, that is one thing that I like watching on those shows. They actually put their heart into it, their trust. They value the things that they do. They learn, they research these gardens, they research their land, even their climates. They prepare ahead. Is so much watching with the off-gridders. They know how to get through circumstances. They know how to get through things. They quick on their feet. They are preparers. So I watch that and I catch that and I listen. So those things that I try to do in my downtime and I relax. So it's for a purpose. If I put a series on, monitor the time, see what I can produce in this time. And then also I will listen on YouTube to off gridders because I like to see them work their goal and their dreams. I also listen to coaches on YouTube who are my personal coaches and my investing coaches. I have my coaching coach, and I listen to their things, their products, their examples, how to do these things. So my business partner was just telling me, just chill, don't watch nothing that you got to learn from. So I did try that. I did do that. And then I watched one thing on YouTube and I was like, I can't do it. And then I went to watching a motivational speaker that I am that I highly watch a lot, subscribe to. So I watched his thing and I watched that for 1 hour. And I had more energy than I have had in 2 days. And I picked up my laptop and I went in. I put on my laptop, picked up my laptop after watching his getting his information, and then I put on a series on Netflix. And I tell you, that series was just running in the background, and I was producing, and I produced 4 ebooks. And oh well, yes, and then the next day I produced 2 ebooks, 2 or 3 ebooks, and then the next day I took another couple hours, and then I took 2 hours, whatever, and then I did the last two, which is the final one, and putting them all together in one and last one. So I did the three in the first time. So that is how I chill. That is how I relax. And now I'm at this point where it is Monday morning. I have created substance and value all while my car was not being stolen, it was stolen. So um I didn't worry, I wasn't concerned. I had a lot of peace with this situation, believe it or not. I had a lot of peace. I had a lot of peace with the person. So the person decided to keep the car. The last communication was on Friday, I believe it was, after they were supposed to return the car after having it for a week. So the person was like, "Hey, I'm going to extend." And I was like, "Fine, that's fine. Just update the app, so we can keep it off the market, offline, right?" So she never did. The 24-hour turn in came around. So she was 24 hours late without returning the car. And so then that affects my business, because now it takes my car offline. It makes it unlisted. And I'm like, okay. So I text her a few times. She didn't reply. I wait. Friday goes by. Saturday goes by after 24 hours. And then I'm like, okay, so whenever she does it, okay, I'm going to get paid for Friday. I'm going to get paid for Saturday. So that's 2 more days in the pocket, right? During this time, I was chill. I was talking to my business partner, and it was just, we both felt peace. Like, it's not that we just felt like we were helpless or anything like that. No. So I had the location device in the car, so it was all was well. Then on to the location device. So my business partner decided to drive up after the second day. No, the 24 hours started. So he just said drive up, and we got together and we started to use the location device to go, because we talked to Turo, we talked to the repo people. We was like, "How is this working? What should we do? What do you suggest?" And he was like, "Hey, it's faster if you have a location device. You just go ahead and go get the car, get it yourself if it's a safe environment for you." So that's what we opted for. So he drove up, and me, him, the baby in tow, we drove around following, because the car was not being still. She was always moving, continuously moving. And it was like, okay, by the time we go over, the device says she's here, then we head over there, then it updates and say, no, she's over here. And then we go over there. And I was like, wait a minute. It's always showing us where she was, not where she is. And that was a bummer. So we did some research on the location device, and it is not real-time GPS. It is definitely a step or two behind. And it's definitely not low jacker on star, but it will be now. So now we are doing on one of my cars, only one out of all my cars has OnStar. The other ones we have other locating devices, and it's just not working. So we realized what we had in there was not real time, and it only did the um location according to pings. Like, it only pinged off of other people on the network, so you had to be around somebody who had it, right? who was on the network. So that didn't work. Didn't like that. Didn't turn out so well. So it always showed us where she was, not where she is. And so we were doing a goose thing, hoping that okay, maybe she's there longer and we'll run up on her. So we did that until the night. Came back to the my house, rested. Like I was like, well, I'm going to sleep. Sunday is in the morning. I am going to go to sleep. The baby had already fallen asleep. And so he just sat here waiting, watching the device to see as it updates how long she's there. And then we would jump up, move out, and go get the car, right? So guess what? The device just was not updating, y'all. This thing was doing nothing. It was hours at one place. It was doing nothing. So he sat waiting hour after hour after hour after hour, and that thing never updated. So he finally left. He went to work. Sunday it came. I went to church, and it was at the point where I was at church, and after church, I was like, let me tell um my pastor here. Let me tell someone about this. And that's what was in my spirit. Let me tell him. And I came to him really real. And I was like, pastor, I have the car business, and one of the cars the person has decided to keep and has dropped all communication. We do have a locator in the car, but the car is not but the locator is not locating the car. It's post, right? It's only showing where she was, not where she is. So I could not roll up on her, right? So I told him that. And when I went to church that Sunday, I walked to the building and God was already there. And he said, he let me know today you're going to get the car back. And I was like, well, wait a minute, God. I don't want to have to go and pay $500 for a new fob. I want the key with the car. So that was my thing to God. Not only get the car back. No, I am specific with God. I want my car back and I want my fob with it. I'm not going to pay $500 for a new fob. God, thank you. So as he told me that in my relationship with God, I already know I need to be very, very specific, because being bland, you will get bland results. You will get unseasoned greens or unseasoned beans. You be like, God, I want some greens. God, I want some beans. And he'll give them to you. But lo and behold, you might just get the bland version of them, right? And in doing so, so I know God is a provider and he will return it. So he already told me that before service started, you're going to get the car back. I said, okay, God, I want the car with the key, right? Then as I what happened? Good job. Good job. And so as I so pastor prayed, and as he spoke and he prayed, he specifically said, let the locator locate, do what it's supposed to do, give me the information that I need. So he mentioned the locator specifically, right? So I was grateful for that. And I took that prayer and I believed and I received it, because in my spirit I knew to tell him. And I was like, okay, I really don't, I thank you for everything. So he said, you're going to get your car today. And I was okay with that. I was like, yeah, that confirms what I believe I heard earlier. So as I went and spent Father's Day with my dad, we chilled and I was okay. But as I was leaving my dad's home, I realized that the device updated, y'all. Can y'all imagine? That thing was not updating for hours. And then it finally updated. And when it updated, I put it in there. God was like, go. I literally saw my prophet, my man of God, Prophet Angel, arrive and stand. He was in that car with me. And I was like, whoa, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to watch your YouTube videos? You want me to watch something? Did I miss something? And he was like, go to that address. And I went to that address and she wasn't there. I did not find the car. I did not locate the car. And I was like, okay, so nothing happened. Then I knew at 6:00 something else was going to happen. So by then I had made it back home and I was chilling with the baby and we were relaxing. And then I just picked up the device. I was talking to my business partner on the phone. I picked up the thing and I looked at and I was like, it updated. It says right before I talked to him, I had sold a $50 seed unto Father's Day pot for Prophet Hubert Angel. And I sold that $50 seed And that was at 6:20 something, maybe 6:10, 6:20 something. I sold that seed, and then I got on the phone with my partner, business partner, about 6:50 something. And that is when I seen that thing. I looked at it, I went to the app, refreshed it, and it refreshed, and I was like, whoa, it says she's there. And it says she was there 40 minutes ago. So I'm like, wow. As I was sowing that seed to Prophet Hubert Angel, the app began to refresh, and I was so excited. So I sowed the seed. So the man of God prayed, then the app refreshed, right? Then I sowed the seed, and then the app refreshed, right? So I said, okay, let me just put on some general clothing. Let's go grab the baby. I grabbed my laptop so I can get some work done because I was going to do a stakeout. I grabbed the baby plenty of food and snacks to eat in the car. And I ain't going to say plenty because we just don't believe in eating all day, but I brought her some juice and something. I don't even know what it was, but something just to eat in the car. I made sure I brought the cords to charge everything and get some work done as we sit there and scout that one location. Because I said, this location keeps showing up. When it was working regularly, I'm telling you, during the week she had the car, paid for it, it was working. And that address, and I said, oh, that address showed up. So I got the car thinking I was gonna go do some recon, some stakeout type stuff, and then while going there, the app refreshed. Can you imagine? On the way there, the app refreshed, and then I was saying that it wasn't there. She wasn't there at that location was going to. I needed to now. She was now at another location, but it was en route to where I was originally going. So I know the area. So I didn't need to GPS or nothing. I just knew the area, and I just started driving the area. So I went over there. I went up and down the street, turned into the shopping center, looked around there, looked into the other areas where I thought she was, the fast food and things like that. I was looking for the car going up and down the street. Then I said, okay, God, I don't see her. Let me just go down to where I think that address was, because now I didn't have the address anymore because it had refreshed, right? So I went and I said, well, Holy Ghost, let me drive here. And it was the Holy Ghost. It was such an outer body experience. So I went and I did the Holy Ghost was leading me literally, like I was like, okay, let me turn here. I think this is where it is. Let me turn here. I turned in there. Literally, I turned. Then the driveway just swung around like so, right? And it just went, swerved around. So I pulled in and followed the thing. And now, mind you, when I was with my business partner, we was doing this. He was looking up one side of the row of cars. I was looking up the other side. So now it was just me and the baby. So I'm just looking on both sides, right? So as I'm approaching and passing, I'm looking on the left side, and I'm trying to look back and look at the other little cars on the side that I was passing. As I was looking at this side, I looked and I got to that last car before it was time for me to look at the other, and I said, oh, I looked and I saw those three first letters of that license plate, because I was looking at the plate at the level of the car that resembled my car. And I looked and I saw those first three. I looked up, and she was sitting there in the car, door open, leg hanging out. I stopped that car, and this is where I know my Prophet Hubert Angel, came into play, because he was there with me. And as I was driving over there, I said, look, you've never left me. You'll never leave me. You're here with me. You'll always be here with me. And I am not afraid, because I was thinking about, all these scenarios that we had ran through. If this happens, call 911. Don't confront. Don't do anything. Everything that my family has said, my business, don't confront. Just leave it alone. Just park somewhere, watch her, call 911, and get everything done, or find the car and wait for me. I'll come get it. Things like that, right? It was so fast. All I remember is when it kicked off, when I saw her. And my car immediately went from drive to park. First, the thing, I felt my foot move by itself. My foot is just reaction. My foot went from the gas to the brake, doom. And then somehow the hand went up, opened the door. I never did so many steps so fast in my life. And that door was open. And then I heard my baby's iPad in the background. Yes, Lord. Here, my baby is there. And as I walked out the driver's side, because she was on the passenger side, my car was now stopped in the middle, perpendicular to the middle of the car. So it was like this. It was an interaction like this. So this was her part, and this is me. And my car was definitely in the center of it. So I was passing her. So it stopped midstream, midway. And and I got out unbeknownst these actions. It's like a blackout, right? And I just cleared the back of that car. And when she saw me, she just smirked and dropped her head like, and I went up like this. I was like, hey, can I have the keys? And I didn't know that was a victory wave or stuff like that. Like, look, I'm not here. My hands are up. I'm good. But I just thank God for the leading of the Holy Spirit. All I did was it was a blackout moment for me. And as I do now, I remember the things that were happening, but they were out of my control. But I was totally coherent. It was just like not a blackout. It's not a blackout sense where I don't remember anything or I can't see anything or nothing like that. I remember the actions, whether I was watching myself from the eyes of the prophet there with me, the Holy Spirit, or I was but within myself and the actions that were happening, I had no control over. My body was just reacting. It was just moving, but I was watching and seeing, aware of everything, right? So that's why I say I called it an outer body and things like that, or a blackout. So I walk up to her. She's sitting in the car. I literally walk up to her, and these are behaviors that I never would have done, never would have ever done in my life. But I'm telling you, I think the Holy Ghost give you boldness. Boldness for what though? When He's inside of you, who can stand against you? When you have God on your side, who can challenge you? Who can come up against you? They may stand, they gonna challenge you because this was a challenge, right? But then what? What they gonna do to you? What they gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? Nothing. I've already won and conquered you. So one thing before I left, after I sold that $50 seed to Prophet Hubert Angel's Father's Day pot, I was like, I kept hearing faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And then it was like, what are you going to do? The word has been spoken. You're going to get the car. What are you going to do? So I told God, before I left the house or talked to my business partner or seen that the app had refreshed, I hadn't seen it yet. I told God, I am going to do a stakeout. I'm just going to go sit for a couple of hours till 10 p.m. I said I was just going to go sit with the baby, and we were just going to wait and watch this area. That's what I told God I was going to do. That is exactly what I told God to do. So when it refreshed and I was on the phone, that's exactly what I began to move to do. I prepared me and the baby to go out to sit for several hours because I kept hearing faith without works is dead. What are you going to do? Faith without works is dead. What are you going to do? What are your works going to do? What are you about to do to apply this word? What are you going to do? You have to do something. So those are what I was just turning over in my head. So when I walked up on her, got the keys, and she said some few things like, "Hey, I got a situation. Can you take me home? Can you do this?" Like, sure, I'll take you in my car. Leave this car, lock it up, give me the keys. So we did all of those things that I did. It was a salvation moment for her. It was a Jesus Christ moment, and I gave her one of the hugs that she will never ever forget in life. I gave her a Jesus hug, and that is a hug that connection, it delivers. It breaks down like nothing but bricks began to fall. And I was so happy about that. The calluses was going. It was just like this callousness, and it was just gone, all from that Jesus hug. And immediately she turned around, walked back to her, gave me the keys. And not only did she give me her keys, she gave me my key to my car, but she gave me all of her keys, because I told her, I said, yes, we can do this. You can drive the car and you give me the keys, and I will stay close because we know the car continue to move as long as I'm close. So she said, okay. And I had the keys with me, driving, following her. And she got home, and there were things in the car that she needed to take out the car. So she was able to do that in the area, in the space of her own home. So I was so excited about that. Right. And with that being said, the car was stolen. It is now retrieved. I did not worry. I did not sweat. And in the whole time my car was absent, I didn't know how I was going to get it back. I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't even think about what I was going to do. I didn't think about nothing. I just know that the car was now stolen and she was not communicating. And that was it. But during that time, I had created 4 documents. I had created 4 4 ebooks, 4 digital products, and the 4 products that I had created over this weekend, which supposed to may have been stressful for some. This is it in Canva that I've created. This is the completed version of all 5 bundled into one. Bundled into one. And yeah. So I have created it, and it's the all-in-one launch your course in 2 months. So it's 2 months, 2 month planner journal. Follow it through, and it works. You have to do the work though, right? So it's an all-in-one course launch planner. Organize a successful launch, challenge, or training sessions and attract your first group of members by Coach Alwonza. This will be up on my site on by Tuesday at coachalwanza.org. And I say Tuesday because today is Monday and I have some running around to do for and some editing to do. So today I have said that I am going to edit. Although this is like, oh, you right at the finish when you're not finished though. Why don't you just finish this and then do the editing? Because I said that I was editing today. That's why. I don't care what other shiny object, what other thing I've created over the weekend, whatever I've done today, I am editing. And I have to leave the house and run around and do some stuff. And I need to write the blurb and everything for this, the blog for this, for my new product that I'm going to put on there. So I am doing that tomorrow. So as of tonight, today, I am getting ready to make some moves. Me and the baby are about to go out, and when we shall return, I shall begin my editing for everything that has been going on. And since May, I have to do some editing that I have not done since May, guys. So I'm going to sit down and do that. But remember, as always, Jesus loves you. This is a cup from toyastees.org. You can also get this merchandise at alwonza.org. So I do have a t-shirt and merchandise store. I do have the products links at alwonza.org. You can find my books, ebooks too, at toyastees.org. So I have several sites and places, and I am on Etsy and Fiverr. But Jesus loves you as she loved the young lady who was in a situation who kept the car. So I am grateful for that. I am grateful for insurance. Hey, right? I am grateful for the tracker. I'm thankful for prayer. I am thankful for the man of God, my man of God here, the pastor I sit under, and for praying and being specific and hearing from God for that moment for me. And it came to pass, and I gave that testimony. And before I told anybody in my family, before, only person that knew was the business partner, because he was coming up to get the car. Now I told her, the girl is here, I got the car, and he came to get the car. And other than that, the next move I made was to testify. And I contacted my man of God right from that car and said, look, we got the car. And I thanked him so much for everything that he did, the having faith and believing that his words were coming to pass, right? And I thank God for that. So today is a good day, a happy day. I am back making money, and I shall never be broke another day in my life. Why? Because I have a creative ability in me. And like I said, prosperity, success equals prosperity. And it looks good on me, and it looks good on you. And if you have any areas in your life that you need to prosper, I don't care if it's business, I don't care if it's your mindset, your emotions, your relationships. Call me, contact me, visit coachalwonza.org for my services. And although I just list a few on there about business and digital creation, I am a pastor, y'all. I am anointed and graced to do this. Whatever I speak over, whatever I coach, whatever I declare, it is done and it comes to pass, right? In the mighty name of Jesus, I hear God and what he is saying now. Right? So that is exactly who you get. That is what you get as part of every service when you get me, Coach A. Love you guys. And until tomorrow, 9 a.m., Coffee with Alwonza. See you guys later. Bye, guys. Alwonza out.